Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a favourites video, and I've not done a beauty favourites video in such a long time, so if this is something that you guys want to see more of, make sure that you let me know. So I have pulled together a few products. I've not got a massive list, I've just literally just grabbed like a handful, and these are products that right now I am like unbelievably obsessed with and I just love so much. Like, I didn't want to put in things that I kind of am using right now but not really, or things that I have always been using and you guys have always seen that I love. So I wanted to pick a few which right now are like my ride or dies and I absolutely love, so that if you guys want to cheer yourself up with a little bit of retail therapy, no judgment here because that is literally what I'm doing 24/7, then this might give you some inspo of things that you might like to look into. So here we go. So the first product is one that since I bought it, I have literally been using this every day. Like, I have not done my makeup one day without using this product. And that is the Becca Under Eye Corrector. It comes in two different shades, light to medium and medium to deep. So I have medium to deep and it looks like this. It's like a peachy sort of tone. And it's like it's a brightening corrector. So essentially what this is it's a color corrector for you to use under your eyes. So it's got light reflecting pigments in it, so it's going to generally like brighten up your under eye area, which is going to contradict any darkness that you've got underneath. And I know there are so many different color correctors that are going around. Like, loads of people are using stuff like red lipstick, or you know, like the LA Girl Pro Conceal. Like, loads of people like use that, which is it's very rich in colour. Like, the pigment of the colour correct is like so strong. It's either a really like rich orange or like a reddish shade. And to be honest, I have used them and I have used more subtle ones which are more of like a peachy tone like this. And personally, I believe that the more intense ones, like the really rich orange ones, are a little bit more on the gimmicky side, and I feel like that colour tends to come through when you do the rest of your makeup. Whereas when you go for something that is a little bit more neutral but still has the colour pigments in it to colour correct the darkness, it's going to be a lot more effective. So if you feel like you need a colour corrector and you feel like under eye darkness is something you really struggle with, I cannot emphasise enough how much I would recommend this. In fact, I reckon it's oh, this is hard. I was gonna say it's possibly my favourite product here. Definitely my favourite base product in my favourites, 100%. Like, this is unmatched, and it is actually like one of Becca's best sellers. Like, it's very popular, but I still feel like not enough people know about this, so I literally could not rave about this enough. It is quite a pretty penny, but it is worth it. Oh my days, I cannot stress enough, it is so worth it. So just to clarify, you want to use this underneath your concealer. So this isn't a replacement for a concealer, you wear it as well as a concealer, and it will mean that you can kind of go in with less concealer as well, because it means that you're kind of starting off with a blank canvas when you do your concealer, rather than needing to colour correct any darkness and then also brighten and conceal and all of that. So you can use it before your foundation, like straight after your primer and before your foundation, or you can use it after your foundation and before your concealer. It's just kind of up to you, so you can sort of play around with the product and see what kind of fits into your routine best. Okay, so the next product that I'm going to be talking about is a foundation, and this is my new obsession, and it is the Hourglass Stick Finish Foundation. I love this so much. If you suffer with any kind of dry skin or dehydrated skin, honestly, like, stick foundations in general are really good because they're very moisturizing, but this one in particular, oh my days, I love it. I'm not gonna lie, this is an expensive product, it's an investment, but it's an investment. Like, it's worth it. It is so worth it. I would say it's best to kind of visit a store where you can try it on, just because it is a lot, and if you don't like it, if the formula's not for you, then you don't want to kind of spend the money and then sort of regret it. You can get them at Space & K, but honestly, like, oh, I love it so much. Like, I don't know, it's just so flawless. It's such a flawless base, and it blends out unbelievably quickly. Like, it's the fastest foundation to blend out, like, easy. It's best with a brush rather than like a damp sponge, but honestly, it's insane. It's so good. It is so good. And for reference, I wear the shade Golden Tan. Okay, next we have a bronzer. So this is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. As you can see, I nearly dropped it, but as you can see, I have hit pan. I got this a long time ago from Sephora, and I'd kind of seen good reviews on it, so I got it and I loved it. I really liked it. And then, you know, them products that you kind of forget about, I recently rediscovered it as I was going through like my old stuff, and honestly, I'm going to be repurchasing this like probably tonight. It is so nice. I can't explain it. Like, it comes in a matte form and a shimmer form. This is actually the shimmer form, but it's not like really shimmery. It's just not matte. It's limited edition, but I checked and it is still available on the Tarte website, so grab it while you can. It's an odd one because it's really nice for when you want a subtle bronzer. It's not like what, for example, when I wear like my Fenty bronzer, that's when it's like I'm wearing bronzer. Do you get me? But you know, when you're doing, you don't want your bronzer to be like boom, like when you see someone, it's like it's out there. Like, when you don't want it to be like that, you want it to be a little bit more soft, not even subtle, just softer. This is just, I love it. I just have noticed that I really love the way my makeup comes out every time I use this, and I feel like that's a pattern I've noticed now. And yeah, I've not really heard anyone talk about this. I've not seen anyone use it, but I think it's such a great product. Okay, now we are on to the last base product, and that is a highlighter, because gotta include one of these. This is from Artist Couture. If you guys haven't seen already, I was gifted these in a PR package a while back, and I got quite a few of the shades of the Diamond Glow powders, and I have got like a full review, demo, swatches and all of that, a video specifically talking about all the different shades. So if you kind of want to know what shade you want to go for, and if you want to see it all swatched and demoed and all of that, you can just search for it. I have the video, I'll link it in the description. But I cannot get enough of this highlighter. I use this every day now. Like, I love it. And it's, if you really like, if you're a highlighter kind of person, like if you are a highlighter junkie and you don't own this, you need to fix that really quickly. Like, by far the best highlighter I have ever used, and I have used all like the typical ones everyone loves, like the Amrezy highlighter, Champagne Pop, like I've used all of like the popular ones, Fenty, all of that. Sorry, but they've got nothing on this. Like, it is unbelievable. It is messy because it's a loose powder, but it's so worth it. It is so worth it. This is in the shade Conceited, and this is the one that I'm wearing today. I actually wore it in more of a soft way, believe it or not. I didn't even wet the brush or anything. This is like me wearing it in a subtle way. I also really love the shade Illuminati. They're the two shades that I wear. Conceited has got more of like a pinky rose gold tone to it. Whereas Illuminati is more of like a champagne gold, but both sit really nicely on my kind of skin tone. So if you do have a similar skin tone to me, 100% both of them you can wear as a highlighter. But yeah, as I said, you can go ahead and check out the video if you want to compare like colours and stuff, but it's so beautiful. And like, the highlighter powder is so fine, like it's so fine that it doesn't look chalky, it doesn't look like chunky. It's so, it just glides so nicely, yet it sparkles like madness. Okay, next, this is a bit of a weird one, but I felt like I needed to include it. It looks really crusty, so I'm going to try and hide some of it, but it's my eyelash glue. This is the Eylure eyelash glue, and I have always been a duo girl. I have always raved about the duo lash glue, the dark tone one in particular. I was like, this stuff is from the gods. It's sick. It's like the best lash glue out there. I stand corrected. Naz, you guys know Naz. If you don't know Naz, get to know Naz, then you need to watch my vlogs. Naz has always sworn by this glue, and she was like, trust me, it's way better than duo, it's way better than duo. Eventually I tried it. Guys, it's way better than duo. Way better. Like, seriously, way better. The only thing is, the glue, after you take off your makeup and stuff, it kind of sticks a little bit to your lashes. But if you just have any kind of oil-based makeup remover and you go over it with like a cotton pad, it comes off straight away. But that is fine. That is a compromise that I'm telling you, you will be able to make when you see how good it is at sticking on your lashes. Like, you don't need to wait as long, like you don't really need to wait so much for it to get tacky. Like, you know the duo glue, you need to wait before you use it. Wait a little bit, but not nearly as long as you have to wait for duo. And honestly, it's just so good. It's so good. Other downside is it kind of runs out relatively quick, but still, it's worth it. It's so worth it. Okay, now all I have left is a few lip products, because I feel like I don't talk about lip products enough. So here we go. So the first one is the best lip product I have ever used. Anytime you see my makeup done, this is always involved. And this is a very tiny, because I have really used it a lot, and this is like my 6th one. This is the NYX lip liner in the shade Intimidate. Guys, this is insane. It is the perfect shade of brown for, if you've got any kind of skin tone similar to mine, it is the perfect shade of brown to outline your lips. And then if you want to go in with like a gloss or a lipstick or whatever, then do that in the center. But if you want to have like a darker brown, you know, that typical brown lip liner vibe, if you want that, but not too harsh, like just the right softness so it's not too brown, this is elite. This is elite. Anytime I've tried using any other product to do the outer line of my lips, I've had to start again, and I just don't like the way my whole makeup looks, because that's how much I depend on this little guy. Like, cannot recommend this enough. And finally, the last product that I'm going to be talking about is this gloss from Smashbox. This is in the shade Michelada. I love it. From the first day that I saw this, I was like, I need this. Everything about it is so me. It's like a burnt orange kind of shade, but it's not like highly pigmented. It's like got that translucence. It's kind of translucent, but with a colour. And it's hard to find like orange toned glosses which aren't like highly pigmented, because I'm not really that much of a fan of high pigment glosses. And then it's got some like little pieces of glitter in, but the glitter isn't like a harsh silver. It's like a soft, warm, like little, like kind of gold and orangey reflexes in it, and I love it. When I wear like the NYX Intimidate lip liner and this, I love it. I love it so much. The only thing is it tends to bleed a little bit, I have noticed, but when I wear like a lip pencil underneath, like in the center of my lips, and then I put this on top, it doesn't bleed. When I use it by itself, but a lip liner on the outside, it kind of melts the lip liner a little bit, and it will start to bleed just a little bit. So you need to play around with how to use it, but you know what, it's so worth it. I've actually like, I'm at the point where I'm scraping the edges of this, and I just ordered a new one because I love it so much. It's actually the first gloss that I have completely run out of, and I'm repurchasing. So that's got to count for something. Okay, so that was the last product. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more favourites videos, just let me know down below. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. I hope that you are all well and staying safe and staying home during this period. If there is any specific content that you guys want to see, let me know. I am all ears. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sending my love, strength, positivity and health to all of you and your families. I love you all so much, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.